Ariel, I'm going to keep it real, bro. I just only want to talk to you right now.
Fair enough. Chael, I hope you respect that.
Cool.
It's his speech.
I will continue to talk to Jon. I appreciate him joining us. I know there's bad blood there, so I will respect that request.
Ariel, thank you for being a fact checker. Thank you for not lying to the fans and making up stuff all the time. It was a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you, my man. All right, there he is, Johnny Bones Jones, the return of the king, the light heavyweight champion. We have to address it. He did not want to talk to you.
Yeah.
What was up with that?
I thought that was rude.
Yeah.
I thought that was very rude, but I did listen to what he said.
We're cool.
Well, I mean, you didn't ask him. I don't know. I could speculate. I don't know what that was. I thought it was rude.
Are you upset?
I'm annoyed by that. Yeah. I think that's very.
USADA rolls in to Jackson's gym to do a test on Jon Jones, and there was only some coaches in there, and there was like 5 people there at the time. So he can see them coming. Where they parked, he can see them coming. So they don't know what to do with him. They hide him underneath the cage. Jon Jones hides under the cage. They tell Jon, we don't know where he is. And this is before we were enrolled in the program, and he did not need to disclose his whereabouts. At the same time, if they show up and find you, you must vandalize the situation. You must test. They can't find you. You didn't have to test back then. So anyway, he hides under the ring. They say, well, where is he? He's supposed to, this is his gym. They say, well, how would I know where he is? So instead of leaving like they thought they would do, they take a seat. Well, there's like 8 hours left in the business day. They don't ever leave. However long was 6 or 8 hour time frame, Jon's under the cage the entire time. So people are coming and going. The whole thing is finally they shut the lights off and go to lock the doors. Now Jon can come out. Well, USADA found out about that. And they didn't do this. They wanted to get a warrant and go under that ring under the theory that at some point in that 6 to 8 hour span, he would have had to pee. Well, they wanted to go under forensically and collect that urine. That's how upset they were that they had been had. Now, I realize that we're saying all the nice stuff. That happened. How long was the time frame and all of that? That part's
it's a great story. Even if
they
it
were
didn't
coming
happen.
after him after that. When they found out that they had been doing anything they hate, they don't like when people say their test doesn't work, and they don't like being duped. And they came after him. Remember when I predicted Rumble Jones will not happen?
Yes, you did.
That's because I had that story, and I knew USADA was looking for him. I knew they had boots on the ground in Albuquerque, waiting for him to leave the club, waiting to get him for anything. I was armed with that. I've never told that side. That's why I predicted that fight when it happened. I knew they were after him, and this is before we had to do the whereabouts like we do now. Back then, it was just random, and they had people. They were just waiting. They were just waiting for the right time, and they were going to grab him.
Wow. To get if they got a warrant to check underneath how would they prove it was his pee?
There's a lot of problems.
Fighters are dirty.
There's a lot of problems.
They could all just just to show support, they could all just whip their dicks out and pee underneath the cage.
Yeah, sure.
Right? I mean,
sure.
if you really love the guy, just pollute the water.
Or better yet, Joe, you go under and you clean underneath the cage. That would also solve the problem. But
it turns out Jon's pregnant. Look,
right.
Get under there and.
Yeah, it was just a mess, but yeah, that's
could be anybody's urine.
There you go.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that's a great story though. It's one of the great all-time of avoiding a drug test stories.
Sure,
maybe the best, right?
Yeah.
You came.